तो हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू माय चैनल स्टोरी चैनल। तो आज हम अपनी स्टोरी को कंटिन्यू करेंगे आगे बाय माय फ्रेंड and other reason that I'm I think this is really a lot that started in, but then they just starting with new that that as the there is that feeling that and it's like get up like that hard like too much not my walking by that and I was so like we talked about the
Pihu and the Lost Realm of Jadu-Ghar. When Pihu discovers a map to a forgotten world, she unlocks a war between a magic and machinery, and her voice may be the only weapon left. Book description: When 12 years old, Pihu discovered a living map in her attic. She whisked into a Jadu-Ghar, a hidden realm where music is magic, and her missing father is trapped into a war between sorcerer and machine. With her massive dog Moti, who definitely not an ordinary pet, Pihu must. Decode riders whispered by the winds. Cross the bridge that steals memories, unlock secrets in a library made of lights, sing of forbidden lullabies to save both worlds. Bazarkun, the half-machine sorcerer, is hunting her, and the closer Pihu gets to the truth, the more she realizes her voice may be the only weapon left. Page number 3. पीहू की कहानी चैप्टर नंबर 1. In the heart of the Kut village surrounded by wheat field and ancient banyan trees, lived a girl named Pihu. She was 12, curious and always full of questions that no one had time to answer. With her wild curl bouncing and her favorite tattered blue scarf fluttering in the wind, she raced toward the lands like a storm of wonder. While the village children played near the wells and helped their parents with chores, Pihu Pihu wandered towards the one place no one dared to go, the Whispering Woods. उस जंगल में भूत है, Little Riku once cried, clutching his grandmother's sari. But Pihu did not believe in those stories. She believed in something else. PJ. Every time she stepped into the woods, something happened strange. When she hemmed a tomb, the flowers around her would bloom not slowly, but instantly like they were listening. And she sang a line, the wind would sing it back, echoing, echo, echoing between the trees as if the forest itself had a voice. Her only companion was Moti, a scruffy golden dog with one white paw and eyes that always seemed to understand more than they should. "Do you think the forest likes my voice?" she whispered one day. Moti wagged his tail, then barked softly once. That means yes. Page number 10. But today was different. The moment Pihu stepped into the woods, the trees did not trust her. The wind did not hum, not a single leaf moved. It was as if the forest had forgotten how to breathe. Still, she stood by her favorite mossy rock, closed her eyes, and began to sing a soft melody about stars that never slept. At first nothing happened. Page 11. Then Moti growled, just a low rumble in his throat. "Shh, क्या हुआ?" she whispered. Suddenly a tiny glow hovered before her face. It was a firefly, so she thought, but this one is buzzed with a soft whir, and its body glowed with a tiny circuit lines. A mechanical insect? She gasped. Then a firefly landed gentle on her open palm, and then its project a hologram. A glowing symbol simmered in the air above her hand. It looked like a spiral wrapped around a star, flashing faintly with blue light. Page 12. Before she could blink, a firefly blinked out of existence. Moti barked, again sharper this time. He began pacing in a circle as if something invisible was nearby. "What was that, Moti?" Pihu whispered, her heart pounding. She looked around the silent trees. The playground now felt different woods. Once her secret, as she started at the fading symbol in the air, one throw one thought echoed in her mind. This was not just a forest, and I am not just a girl village. Page 13. The letter from Papa. Chapter number 2. The morning of Pihu's 12th birthday began like any other until her porch chimed. Yes, chimed. Pihu blinked, spoon in the mid-air. Moti, lying lazily by the door, raised one eyebrow and then crash. Page number 15. A mechanical crow with copper wings and blinking red eyes spiraled toward the kitchen window and dropped something right into her bowl. Spelled porch splashed onto her scarf. "Nani!" Pihu yelled, wiping her face. But her grandmother was outside hanging laundry. The crow blinking twice whirred and flew away with a metallic cow that made the spoon rattle in their jar. Page 16. Pihu started the object sinking in her bowl. It was a water-stained envelope, soaked and slightly warm from the porch. She tucked it out carefully. On the front in slanted handwriting familiar read it, "Pihu, if you are reading this, the time has come. Find the whispering map, the vine knows the way." Her hand trembled. She knew that handwriting. She had memorized every lobe and flick of those letters. It was Papa's. Pihu did not speak, she did not even blink. She just stared at the letter. Moti walked over and sniffed it once. Then, with strange low whine, he bottled out the door. Page 18. Wait, Moti! She shouted, grabbing the letter and chasing after him. The dog ran to the backyard to the small patch of garden they never used. His paw dug into the earth with the wild urgency spraying soil everywhere. What is it? What are you? Click. His paw hit metals. Unearthed together they rusty old music box shaped like a star with a tiny moon carved on its sides. Page 19.
Click here. The box opened and flung a plate of dust, unthinking. Her eyes widened. It was the same melody the wind hummed to her in the wind. She opened the letter again, holding it under the early moonlight. As the box closed, the ink streamer fell free, like crushed clean warm, hidden in the stone. On the back of the paper she noticed something sad. Adora, drawn in childish storm, a dog with one big paw and a star-sharp eye. Moti, she whispered. The wind whistled past the tree, and just for a moment it felt like it was whispering something, a direction, a path. She folded a letter, spread out the music box, and looked towards the dark line of trees in the distance. The whispering fruit faded, and near it seemed like though with Papa's secret, took one page. A secret in the wild. Chapter 2. That night, the sky forgot how to sleep. Pihu lay curled in the bed, one hand under her cheek. Her father let her tucked safely under her pillow. Moti snored softly at her feet, reaching as if chasing dreams from it. But outside in the world had changed. There is no thunder, no lightning, just growth. Page number 23. A faint emerald light goes toward the window, casting long shadows that flicker like dancers that clouds hum, not with the usual hiss of rain, but with something electric and then crack whoosh. The window flung open, the rain tapping like steel, making George upright. 24. The air spun inward like it was raising her in glowing temple fluid. Everyone emeraldly swirled into the room like a dead line caught in the storm. They were not just floating, they were alive, swimming in pattern too perfect to be a chance. One by one, they wove together midair, a glowing radiance, a glowing rhythm unfolded in front of her back. Ladder shifting interfered like arrows until they formed a single luminous line. They were shadow dance and accused sing. Lies the key to the Jadu thing. 25.
Pihu breath caught in her throat. The moment she gasped, the symbol moved, reacting to her breath as if testing her emotion. They curved, shimmered, shifted, like smoke laced with thought. Moti whimpered, "What is this?" Pihu whispered, eyes widened. Wind cannot write. But the symbols were not ordinary writing. This was ether script, the ancient language of the starborn, made from content memory sunk into the air by magic itself. Pihu reached out with trembling fingers. The moment her screen brushed one symbol, it burst into a thousand glittering fragments like holographic fireflies. They scattered, then resembled in a spiral, a mini tornado spinning gently above her quilt. The vortex hovered, then landed, pointing east, towards the whispering woods. Just then cow. 27 page. A mechanical shriek shattered the moment. From the shadows outside something metal and monstrous dive-bobbed toward the open window. Wind and gear whirled. Feathers glinted like daggers. Sarcoon chrome. The wings sliced the air. Glowing red eye locked on a swirling script. It did not hesitate, it sliced through them, symbol, shattering them with ruthless efficiency. One by one, the glowing words blinking out until only one symbol remained. No, stop! Pihu screamed. The crows screeched and laughed. 28.
But Pihu acted instinct. She closed her eye and sang. Not a full melody, just a note, just a single note, a note from her father lullaby. The air froze, time shifted, and the last symbol crossed turned gold a few straight into her palm. A searing flash flew Pihu gasped in again, clutching her hand. The symbol etched itself into her skin, a glowing mark that hummed softly as thought arrived. A crow stirred in frustration. 29 Moti harm, but it was not just a dance. It was something harmonious there, like a chord vibrating through the air. Her resonance the crow could not match. The spy required sparks flew from its wings as it turned mid-air, and fell toward the stone, but not before something smelled fluttering to the floor. A single glare. Pihu picked it up slowly. It was etched with a jet black symbol, the mark of Jadu. She sat there, hair tangled, heart racing, heart plum still glowing. Moti nuzzled her side, letting out a low, almost musical whine. 32. It was just a soul, he whispered. This was a message and a warning. She looked down at the symbol burned into her palm. The key was inside her now.
The riddle, the wood, the war, it had already begun. Outside the wind howled again, but now it sounded less than like a cross and more like a song. Chapter number 4. The Calculator. The attic room like a creature half asleep, it wouldn't grip, creating beneath Pihu feet. The clung to her slipper Moti padded beside her. His nose reaching tail high. She was following behind. Not just a memory, a sound, a musical vibration that had started humming faintly in her brain since the chamber had burned into her palm the night before it led her here, to the chest beneath the cobwebbed portrait to her father. Page number 33. The same chest it opened day ago, but this time something had changed. The old music was in the same spot. Lift is still broken, but now its lyrics faintly blew its sun destroyed like a dream and revealed. Even reached inside. A folded water-stained perfume sat beneath a chair. His finger brushed it through. Page number 34. The attic trembled, Moti growled. The map unfurled itself, my dear, its ink melting and reforming rivers shimmered like tweets of light. Mountain rose from paper like 3D origami. The land rose like it had a heartbeat. Then her father's voice. Follow the singing river. Pihu gasped Papa. The map shimmered again, zooming in towards a valley hidden beneath a fold of cloud. Trees that looked like turning frogs surrounded it. Page number 35.
Land of forgotten song. She read aloud, but the map she was in had shuffling faces, floor, or the feeling like a static Motita, the great rock. The Italian left stabilized. People turned to her frozen eyes. She claimed Moti. You are limpid to it. He barked again. The scholar flickered blue. Then the mad voice returned. Younger her father but something more ancient. We will the cow out. Page number 36. At last, between people and the night, people fled from love. No, from the church. Then, falling through the river from the top, the moving river swiftly floated out. Yes, no, 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 no. A beautiful man who because of the child that was cannot laugh. He understood from the wedding, love had only died against her child, like two already working, let me visit. After the one in the distance, this is the capital. Taking number 2 into the vegetarian way, the forest lady, into the women area. He stood at the street blue. The map facing inside her statue like a sacred heart face Moti lying beside her is floating. The vegetarian views the map on any modern map, but now the things lay before her soul and every felt like they had been they had been meant to let her alive for a they stepped inside. 839. The air changed, heavier, warmer, full of soft voices than do not belong to people. The trees seemed to be grieved when Pihu turned her back. The branches creaked behind her. When she looked, they were still. They move when we are not watching, she whispered, a glowing pair of eyes blinking in the distance, then another and another. Some glowing amber like wolves, others had tears inside them. The ground behind them shifted, the path ahead vanished. Moti, bird trap, page number 14. Just then a soft rustling. A figure dropped from a low-hanging branch, further scattering a moonlight. A regal-looking owl, wearing a cracked monocle and a neck scarf made of constellation thread. He puffed out his chest. Home, travelers of the old part, I am Professor Hu. Pihu blinked. You tell, I judge. He correct, frowning. None may pass the first circle of the wood without proving their heart. Page number 14. He slept once, standing against that knockback, a branch revealing a wall of mist. Reveal a truth you fear one not even your shadow knows. Pihu throat tightened. Moti whined beside her. Professor would narrow his one good eye. Lie and Raccoon Shadow will taste it. Pihu closed her eyes. He, the map pulsed. I am scared. She whispered, voice shaking. I am scared. I will say, like my father, that I will find him. And I will not be strong enough to save him. Silence. Then light. Page number 42. Professor Booth further fled, slightly with silver glow. Closed open doors. The shadow cannot illuminate honesty. He said softly, we will pass. The trees parted. Behind them something square shifted with wires, watching and waiting. Page number 43. Chapter number 6. The Friendly Old. To be continued. Fairly said. After interrupting his conversation, exactly as the army was not particularly appreciated by the but the same time continue करेंगे एगो और इंशाल्लाह एगो और के लिए पास perspective and people respond as a story that create healthy chapter में और new story के साथ में story channel story मिलेगी और वो मेरा अपना channel और ये यूट्यूब पे भी आपको सब्सक्राइब कर दे और फॉलो करें मुझे सब्सक्राइब करें थैंक यू सो मच फॉर watching my video